I am Maggie Kang. I'm a mom of a child with rare disease. I'm also a physician turned coach, speaker, rare disease advocate. But today, I'm here as a fellow traveler on this rare disease journey. My daughter is actually right here, everyone. So after she was diagnosed with her rare disease, we both became rare disease advocates, and this is just a photograph of us at the Rare Disease Week earlier this year in February on Capitol Hill. There I also had the wonderful pleasure of meeting many of the folks from the LGS Foundation who were there advocating on your behalf. This is a photo of my daughter, Nell, when she was diagnosed with her rare disease called neuromyelitis optica spectrum disorder at age 9. It's also referred to as NMOSD. It's a very aggressive, rare, incurable neuroinflammatory disease that impacts the brain, the spinal cord, and optic nerves, often leaving its victims blind, paralyzed in its wake, and in the past it has also been associated with multiple fatalities. I'm happy to say after the work of our foundation, the prognosis is much brighter, and the only reason why I share that with you is today, after listening to all of the incredible research that's being done in the LGS Foundation, I feel also very hopeful about the changes in the future for LGS patients and families. Oh, no, actually, sorry, I'm gonna go back here now. I have attended many rare disease events and conferences, and one thing I have learned from it all is that the rare disease journey is not the same for anybody, really. LGS is not the same as NMOSD, and every family in this room has a unique story. I have learned of families who are dealing with more of sort of an acute diagnosis, and they're really still in the throes of the grief and trying to understand all the nuances of LGS and what that means for their child and their family. Also, I've met a lot of families who are many years into this journey, but still are dealing with the day-to-day struggles and the exhaustion and the uncertainty that comes with an LGS diagnosis. Though the details of our circumstances may be different, I have come to understand that what connects us all are a few fundamental facts. Our fierce love of our children, and navigating a life that asks way more of us than we ever expected. Every family in this room knows what it feels like to go through sleepless nights, go to work, juggle medical appointments, manage your child's medication schedule, fight insurance company denials, and also navigating the very complex family dynamics that rare disease often brings upon us. There is wisdom, courage, and strength in this room. And today, during this workshop, I think this will become even more evident to you as you share your stories, listen and witness the other stories around you. So today, what I have planned is creating this container for you all. And although I am a coach, I'm not coaching today, and this is not therapy, advice giving, or problem solving. It is witnessing, creating connections, creativity, and strengthening the community. Because I have to tell you, after I first entered the rare disease space and I attended these conferences, aside from learning about our disease and the current research in it, which is very important, I walked away feeling with a profound sense of connection and friendship, and those are the things that I took home with me, and I really do hope to foster that in this room. And speaking of connection, this was the inspiration for this entire workshop. And Brene often says it the best, that connection is why we're here. It is what gives purpose and meaning to our lives. Today, here's the overview of our plan. We're going to, in the first activity, feel seen and witnessed, and then we're going to go into an activity that's called family neurographia practice, and that's just a fancy word for doodling. We're going to do a lot of fun doodling because I think creativity, actually, there's something about consumption versus creativity, right? Like in this world, we read a lot, there's a lot on social media, on the news, we get a lot of information, but when do we have an opportunity to have creativity for ourselves? And I really found that this is a piece of many lives, not just in the rare space, that can be vastly create a space for our relaxation and peace and connection. And then finally, we'll just finish with some reflection and takeaways if we have time. Now, we are going to pass, Nell and Jennifer, if you would help me, we're going to pass out some cards. Now, I'll explain to you the purpose of these cards as they pass them out. Really, it's just to help facilitate a lot of the small group conversations that I would love to have take place here. And it's just a way to have fun with it, I guess. And if you find it's a hindrance, feel free to abandon it. For the pink, it will just raise it if someone says something that you agree with, that you feel the same way about, or it's like a me too, or this resonates with me moment. And the blue cards are if you have something to add to what someone has to say. And the yellow cards is if you have a question. And so as they pass them out, I'll just ask, well, if you don't have the cards yet, you will. Raise your hand or your pink card if this statement resonates with you. I have felt lonely on my rare disease journey. I have definitely felt that way. And also, keep your hands or your pink cards raised if this resonates with you. I wish that people could just understand my experience without me having to explain it every single time. Yes. I feel you, yes. And so I will wait till everybody has their card, but, oh, I know it says yellow here, but, yellow in this today will be green. Let's see. And as we collect our cards, just some guidelines about this small group breakout is we're just going to listen without fixing or offering advice, and just share what feels comfortable. We're going to respect everybody's confidentiality, and really this is just a space for witnessing, so I do hope that it's relaxing and you all have fun with it. Oh, okay, sorry. As you break up into smaller groups, I am going to pose a prompt on the screen. And that would be the topic that will initiate the conversation, hopefully at your table. Okay. Hi, everyone. Yay. Thank you, guys. So I hope that stimulated a lot of conversation. I was going to offer another prompt if you're ready to move on. And it's this. I hate to interrupt you guys, but we've done 2 prompts so far, and I was just curious how everyone is feeling, or if anyone wanted to share, perhaps.
If so, put your hand up, and I will bring the microphone over to you. Do you guys want to say anything on our table?
Like
Anybody?
one thing, either something that you have felt lonely about, or the small surprising.
Honestly, faith and your child's smile, those things they make it all worth it. That one smile or that one time that faith can bring to you, that those things are just so important, and it just keeps your soul going.
Yeah, I think I agree with that. The soul. If I had a pink card, I would definitely raise it. I was actually looking at that. Thank you. I agree with you.
Anybody?
There you go. There we go. There you go.
Does anybody else want to share anything?
You got to take
Who
care
does?
of your soul. I mean, we are the caregivers. Yeah.
What? Oh.
Oh, I think there's.
Oh, I thought you were pointing at somebody else. Oh, Diane, we're so silly.
Should I do karaoke? We were discussing, which is probably a medium way, medium thing was G-tube, getting it G-tube, which I felt like was a failure, and I felt like we were going backwards, but it turned out to be like the best thing we ever did.
Does anyone ever feel that? Oh, you got a pink card. Yeah.
Pink
Yeah, I feel that.
Oh, there you go. Mike, hey, I'll slap you down. I know, sorry.
We also said being here for the conference was, right?
Lots of pink cards. We
Yeah.
said, we had the same thing, yeah. Anybody else want to share?
Okay. Yeah, I think then, if there's nothing else, we can move forward with the next prompt. All righty, here it is. One thing I'm tired of holding on to right now. All right, everybody.
Okay,
If I could get your
everybody,
attention.
looking up
Yes.
here.
You know what? We actually had like a micro share here, but I'll share. Unless, do you want to share it? Do you? The thing I'm tired of holding right now? Yeah, how would you, if you don't feel comfortable, I can.
Okay, so the one thing I'm tired of holding right now is guilt. And just being
Whoa,
ashamed,
this
thinking
is
it's all my
guilt.
fault.
I'm seeing a
Or
lot of
not being
pink.
enough, seeing other parents doing more, and I'm like, I'm
Yeah.
not doing that, so I'm failing. So lots of guilt.
100%. We talked about this, and I do feel like for some reason this is like a pervasive emotion, and for parents, maybe more for moms. I'm just assuming. I'm not sure if that's actually the truth of it, but I feel you. And it, of course, doesn't always make logical sense, but it is an emotion that we experience. So thank you for sharing that.
Did
How's
anybody
everyone
have
else
anything?
feeling? Anyone wants to share? Okay.
Oh, voluntold by his wife.
It was her idea, everyone. One thing we're tired of holding right now is insurances and DME companies' hand.
Oh my God, yes, I fully
Amen.
feel you.
Pink card, pink card.
Thank
pink
you, it's so true.
For me, it's the F word. Like sometimes you just want to explode, and it's like, shut up, or you know, and you hold it, and sometimes it hurts, you know, like a
Yes, yes, it's so true.
You know what? There are a lot of pink cards probably in favor of, you know, the suppressed F word.
For yourself. Like,
Anybody
else
else?
to share?
Over here, anywhere?
think
Oh,
you have-
very good. We have one over here too.
The one thing for me is literally everything. Like, it's literally everything. Yes, for not just my son, but my family as a whole. It's just like, it's just overwhelming
Yeah,
what we have to carry.
I fully feel you.
I'm just gonna
I fully feel you, I feel
so
you.
many people, right?
Yes.
Was there somebody over here that had something?
Yes, there was some,
I am a recent widow, and I am tired of everyone expecting that I know exactly what I'm doing, and then them feeling sorry for me, because them having pity on me is not helping me at all. So I'm tired of that. I'm doing the best that I can. Don't prejudge. And if you have a question, just ask it. I'd rather you be transparent and straightforward, but just feeling sorry for me is not helping, you know? That's what I...
but he's not, he said he doesn't work. I got you.
Do you have something to say?
Anything else?
Okay, I'm not a parent of a beautiful LGS loved one, but I do just want to say that just look at that beautiful daughter, Shay, that you raised, and how beautiful and articulate and such a amazing example of a human being. Wash that guilt right away with that beautiful. So it's obvious that you are doing an amazing job. That's just one reflection.
Oh, pink card. Yes, yes, thank you.
This is a good one.
This is a good one.
Any others? Speak now or move on.
Forever hold your peace. Yeah. Okay. I think we have, another. Yep. Oh, no. We are actually, yep, you have one. Oh, you do love the quote. Thank you. I'll agree with that. Yeah, I really just feel like activities like this and just connecting with another human in this very honest and raw way, this is the way I feel. Like every time I go to a conference and I meet an amazing person that totally gets the experience, this is the way I feel. And so thank you for that. Now we're going to go on to the next. It's not really so much about words and language, but it's something called neurographia. It is fancy doodling. So what is this? Weird word. I got you. So it's just like using curved, simple lines, and it actually does calm the nervous system. There's actually research on this. I actually learned about this at the Aspen Ideas Festival, where literally they had an activity like this, and people were just drawing like pictures, and that's it. And it was very transformative, the experience. And so we have a lot of white cards and markers that we're going to pass out, and you can actually just do whatever you want with it, but we can also show you what neurographia looks like. My daughter actually did this little fast clip video, but if it's too fast, we're going to walk you through it.
This was from a little while
Wait, how come the video's not? Can we play the video? Thank you.
To start with neurographia, basically just do a bunch of little squiggly lines that intersect with one another, and make sure to round each and every one of their corners so that there are no sharp edges.
So that was a little bit fast, but essentially what you can do is basically just do a bunch of like swirly loops and just make sure your lines intersect. You can pick up the pen whenever you want, or you don't have to pick up the pen at all. And then once you've done a series of those, feel free to, thank you. Feel free to round every sharp corner, and it'll create kind of like a cool, almost like neuron looking pattern. You can use different colors if you'd like. We have a bunch of black pens as well. However it feels to you, it's very intuitive. There's no right or wrong way to do it. I usually do this like in my sketchbook before bed when my thoughts are crazy and I don't want to think about anything, or especially for when coping with pain or something like that as well, when I just can't think about anything else. So please have at it, and we'll pass it around. Yeah.
Oh, and I think this is what Nell said. This helps her when difficult times, art became a way to process what words couldn't. So this is something you could do here. You could do it when you're at the doctor's office, perhaps, or whenever, really. When you're trying to go to sleep and you can't, you've got all these things in your head. Yeah, we can start. Yeah, let's start. Yeah.
Hi again, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
We're so glad you've all been, we were just kind of observing how it's nice that everybody has plenty to say. So we'll give you plenty more to talk about.
Yeah. All right, thanks you guys so much. We're nearing the time of the workshop, but we're not in a huge rush. It seems like everyone's really comfortable here, and I love that we have this space to really connect. This is actually one of my most favorite aspects of coming to these events. But I want to also say that I was not a believer in this sort of creativity and like breathing and like doing all of this neurographia. But what I did was I actually tested it. Like I took my heart rate before and I took my heart rate after, and it works. This is like the craziest thing. So if you need some kind of scientific evidence to support doing this without guilt, that's it. Because taking care of ourselves is the best way, I think, also to take care of the ones that we care about. Also, I wanted to thank you for sharing the whole bit about the guilt and the self-blame. I do feel like it's such a big thing that I wanted to share a story that I shared with this group. Because when Nell was sick and she was diagnosed, when she was discharged, she was discharged on a PICC line, and I had to infuse antibiotics through her PICC line every 8 hours, and one of those shifts was at midnight. And I didn't want to wake her, so I would go in there with like my little kit and my iPhone light. Like literally, I would prop it up on her bed so it's not facing her, and I would like put together all of her IVs and inject the IV antibiotics. And once I didn't attach the catheters correctly, and it like leaked entirely on the bed, and I didn't realize that until I left her room. And although I'm a physician, I was like completely freaked, and I was so panicked, and I called like the online nurse, the overnight person, and I was telling her about what happened, and I was so panicked, like this is gonna lead to her getting readmitted, and oh my God, she's never gonna get better because of this thing. And so I did sort of get myself together, but, and she was fine, and she is here. But I do want to I just really want to highlight that this is such a real emotional experience. So that's what I wanted to share. As we end, I'm curious if anybody had any sort of reflections and takeaways as they did the neurographia. Or doodling. Oh, did you have any reflections or takeaways? Anything you want to share about anything that came up while you were doing the doodling? If not, it's okay. If you guys want to
Anybody?
It was, yeah. Yeah, and if you checked your heart rate, maybe.
I did not check my heart rate, but it was calming.
Yay.
It was. Did you want to say
Oh,
something?
I think you have.
We have somebody up.
Actually, to be honest, I didn't really follow the instructions, and I was doing your instructions, like do whatever you want, and we were sharing our pain stories about pharmacies and medications. So it was very useful, you know, like a very therapeutic, even though we didn't use the thing, you know, so like
And that is so cool. Like, thank you for your honesty. I feel like we were just actually talking about this. I think sometimes for people to get together and share, you just need a vehicle, and whether or not you do the thing, it's totally fine.
Yeah. We were actually talking about how, and there were a few people, they were chatting away at our table and all that stuff. And we were just saying, we looked up at the think about something that you've been carrying, and we realized that there are at least two of us that realized that we weren't thinking about anything.
Nice.
I thought about it. I looked at that afterwards and thought, oh, I had no thoughts. I was just in my little zone.
Wow.
Which might be nice.
Powerful. That's
so
actually maybe
to
more
not
powerful,
think about what I'm carrying.
actually. Yeah.
Did you have something? Oh, okay.
I love that. I don't know if I've ever not thought about anything, to be honest.
Well,
like it's probably a really good thing to do.
You know, I do it a lot these days when I'm supposed to be thinking. Yeah. Anybody else have something?
Yeah. And I fully agree with you, the weight of the world as a mom. Like, there is never nothing. There's always something. And it can be exhausting. I fully feel that.
Did that do anything for it?
Yay.
Did you want to share something? Okay. You want to just chat in the mic? What would you like to tell us?
My name's Emma.
Hi, Emma.
I live in Georgia.
Yeah.
As it is in Florida, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice. Thank you. Well, we're not in a rush. I think we got like 5 minutes, so feel free to just sit and carry on. If there's anything else, we're here. Feel free to come up. I'd love to get to know you all. I actually think at the end, this is another quote that I really love. If the wound is a place where the light enters you. I love Rumi. I don't know if you guys are fans. Yes? Yeah, this is something I put up if you want to participate or if you just want to engage in conversation. Anything goes today.